Good morning to all. In our previous class, we learned something about quadratic equation, quadratic expression, zeros of the polynomial, roots of the quadratic equation, formation of quadratic equation, solving the quadratic equation, three methods. So first is factorization, second completing the square method, third formula method. Today we are going to discuss about the relation between roots and coefficient of the quadratic equation. So you will know about the quadratic equation means it's of the degree 2. So it's of the degree 1 means this bx plus c is called to be a linear equation. So listen, let alpha and beta are the roots of the equation ax squared plus bx plus c which is equal to 0. Then how you find the root and coefficients. So listen, you know in general format x which is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This positive part is called to be the root alpha, negative part is called to be the root beta. So alpha which is equal to minus b, the positive part, plus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and beta which is equal to minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So listen, this is one format and how to do from using the another one, x squared minus sum of root into x plus product of root which is equal to 0. So this one also we discussed in our previous classes. So the sum of the root is nothing but alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta is minus b divided by the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x squared. Alpha plus beta which is nothing but minus coefficient of x divided by x squared. So coefficient of x is what? B divided by coefficient of x squared is a. Then product means alpha beta which is equal to the constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. Constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. So alpha plus beta which is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta which is equal to c by a. Using you can solve in this also you can get the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Now look to your problem. Exercise number 3.14. First problem. Write each of the following expression in terms of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So how to solve in which format? In the form of alpha plus beta and also alpha beta. Now listen to the first solution. Given question is alpha by 3 beta plus beta by 3 alpha. So both are in different denominator. So you can take common denominator. So these two terms contain 3 as common. So what are the other term? Alpha and beta. So here you didn't contain that alpha term. In denominator didn't contain alpha term means how to multiple the numerator as well as denominator into alpha. And here look at there is no beta. So you have to multiple both numerator and denominator into beta. So alpha divided by alpha. So here alpha into alpha is alpha squared. So listen, alpha into alpha is alpha squared. Here beta into beta is beta squared. Divided by both term contain 3 alpha beta. So you know one formula, a squared plus b squared which is equal to a plus b whole squared minus 2ab. So here a is alpha and b is beta. So alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. In denominator it contains 3 alpha beta. So now this expression is in the form of alpha plus beta, other terms in the form of alpha beta. So look carefully, you can solve and check whether the last term is in the form of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So the both denominators are different, so you can take LCM and multiple. So what you get? Alpha squared plus beta squared divided by 3 alpha beta. Use some formula. That formula is a squared plus b squared. So what is a squared plus b squared? A plus b whole square minus 2ab. So So substitute that value, then which is in the form of alpha plus beta, other two terms in the form of alpha beta. So third subdivision, what is your third subdivision? 3 alpha minus 1 into 3 beta minus 1. So how to multiple each and every term? So 3 into 3 is 9 and the terms alpha into beta is alpha beta. Then plus into minus minus, 3 alpha into 1 is 3 alpha. Then here minus into plus is minus, 1 into 3 beta is 3 beta. Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. Listen, you have to find the last term with alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Here separately given alpha beta, here alpha beta is already there. So you can keep this term as it is. 9 alpha beta as it is. So here both contains 3 coefficients. So you can take minus 3 as common. So what are the other term? Alpha plus beta plus 1. So which is in the form. So finally you got the form alpha beta one term, alpha plus beta another term. So you can stop here itself. So listen, first of all you have to solve. So multiply each and every term. Multiplying the first two term you get 9 alpha beta. First term into second term you get minus 3 alpha, then minus 3 beta plus 1. So here it is in the form of alpha beta, so no changes will be occur here. For this step you can take minus 3 as common. So what are the other term? Alpha plus beta. So finally you got alpha beta and alpha plus beta. So move on to the next question. Look your book, the 3.14 exercise, second problem. So what is your second problem? The roots of the equation 2x squared minus 7x plus 5 which is equal to 0 are alpha and beta. Without solving the roots, find. You got 3 subdivisions. So first what they given the question, the roots of the equation are alpha and beta. What is the equation? 2x squared minus 7x plus 5 which is equal to 0. Without solving you have to find the given question. So what is the given equation? To write the equation first as it is. 2x squared minus 7x plus 5 which is equal to 0. So the term will be as 1. The x squared coefficient will be 1. So here question it contains 2. So you can divide throughout the equation with 2. So if you divide it with 2, 2 by 2 is 1. So x squared minus 7 by 2 into x plus this can be written as 5 by 2 which is equal to 0. So here we know alpha plus beta is what? Minus b by a. Or else you can consider this formula. Sum of the roots. Sum of the roots means this is one called to be a sum of the root. This one is called to be a product of the root. So alpha plus beta, instead of alpha plus beta you can apply this value using this formula. Listen, alpha plus beta which is equal to 7 by 2. What is the product? Alpha beta which is equal to the constant term. This one 5 by 2. First subdivision they asked you to find 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. So cross multiple. Cross multiple you get beta plus alpha divided by alpha beta. You already find out the values for alpha plus beta and alpha beta. You can apply. This beta plus alpha is similar to alpha plus beta. So you apply this value 7 by 2 which divides. What is alpha beta? Our alpha beta value is 5 by 2. You apply that value also. Then it is in the form, you can change the sign. It is in division, you can change sign. Multiplication means it comes as reciprocal. So reciprocal, numerator comes as denominator, denominator comes as numerator. So this term 7 by 2 into, this can be reciprocal means 2 by 5. This 2 and 2 get cancelled. What are the remaining term? 7 by 5. So first subdivision you have find out. Now we can solve the third subdivision. What is our third subdivision? Alpha plus 2 divided by beta plus 2 plus beta plus 2 divided by alpha plus 2. So here also you have to cross multiple because both denominators are different. So alpha plus 2 into alpha plus 2 which is called to be alpha plus 2 whole square. Then beta plus 2 into beta plus 2 is beta plus 2 the whole square. Whole divided by, you can write these two terms, alpha plus 2 into beta plus 2. So then you apply the formula as a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is what? A square plus b square plus 2ab. So here a is alpha, b is 2. So you can apply a square plus 2ab plus b square. Here a is alpha. So alpha square plus 2 into alpha into 2 plus 2 square. So this is in the form of alpha square. 2 into 2 is 4. Alpha plus 2 squared is 4. Then this is also in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. So beta square plus 2 into beta into 2 plus 2 square. So you can write beta square 2 into 2 is 4. Beta plus 2 squared is 4. Then in denominator you can multiple each and every term. Alpha into beta is alpha beta plus 2 into alpha, then 2 into beta, 2 2s are 4. So everything in plus sign, you can put that plus sign. So listen carefully, this is in the form of a plus b whole square. So you wrote the a plus b whole square format. A square plus 2ab plus b square. Here a is alpha, b is 2. So you can apply that value. Instead of a, alpha square plus 2 into a alpha b2 plus 2 square. So you can write these as alpha square 2 into 2 is 4 alpha plus 4. Then this is also similar formula a plus b whole square. So instead of a you can apply beta. Then for b you can apply 2. Beta square plus 2 into beta into 2 plus 2 square. So beta square, then these two and these two get multiple. 4 beta plus 2 squared is 4. In denominator you can multiple each and every term. Alpha into beta is alpha beta, then plus 2 into alpha plus 2 into beta plus 2 2s are 4. So now you consider this alpha square plus beta square. We already wrote alpha square plus beta square is alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So you can apply this value here. So instead of this alpha square plus beta square, you can write alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Then combine these two values. Plus 4 alpha plus 4 beta. Plus 4 alpha plus 4 beta. You can take 4 as common. What is the remaining term? Alpha plus beta is the remaining term. Then you can add this constant term. 4 plus 4 is 8. Then apply the value. We already find out the value for alpha plus beta. So here alpha plus beta is 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 squared. 7 by 2 squared. 7 squared is 49. 2 squared is 4. So you can apply that value. 49 divided by 4 minus, so 2 into alpha beta. So 2 into alpha beta means 2 into 5 by 2. 2 5s are 10. 10 divided by 2. So here sign is minus. So minus 10 by 2. Then 4 into alpha plus beta. So what is 4 into alpha plus beta? 4 into 7 by 2. So cancel those values. You get 2. 2 into 7 is 14. Or else you can multiple and write. I have multiple and written as 4 7s are 28 divided by 2. Then plus 8. Here other terms are 2. So I have multiple and divide this term with 2. Okay. 16 by 2. Then this one. So these three terms are in 2. This only in 4. So you can take LCM. 4 comma 2 is 2 times. 2 times you have 1. Then again you can divide with 2 times. So what is our LCM? Our LCM is 4. So you can take commonly 4 means you have to multiple other numbers with 2 as well as divided with 2. So this 49 can be written as it is. So here you have to change this term as 4 means you have to multiple and divide it with 2. So 2 into 10 is minus 20. Here 4 I have taken as common. So in this term also how to change this 4 means how to multiple and divide as it is with 2. So 2 into 28 is 56. This 4 can be taken outside. This step also how to multiple and divide it with 2 means 16 twos are 32. Divided by 4 will be taken outside. So listen, all these denominator are into. So you can take the denominator as outside. So you can add the numerator 5 plus 14 plus 8. Then now you add the positive terms in numerator. What are the positive terms? 49, 56, 32. So 49, 56, 32 is 137. Then subtract this 20. So minus 20 means minus 117. So 117 divided by, what is the division here? 4. Denominator term 5 plus 14 plus 8. 5 plus 14 is 19. 19 plus 8 is 27. So this can be written as, here we can rearrange and return. Likewise you can take the reciprocal means 2 divided by 27. This 4 and 2 cancel in 2 table. Here you get 2. So 117 into 1 is 117. 2 into 27 is 54. This is our final answer. So listen once again carefully. So if they given like this means you have to first check whether the denominators are equal or not. Here the denominator is not equal, so you can use the cross multiplication method. So cross multiplying alpha plus 2 into alpha plus 2 is alpha plus 2 whole square plus beta plus 2 into beta plus 2 is beta plus 2 whole square divided by alpha plus 2 into beta plus 2. Then use the formula a plus b whole square. Our a plus b whole square is alpha square plus 4 alpha plus 4. Then this term beta square plus 4 beta plus 4. Whole divided by, how to multiply each and every term, alpha beta 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 4. Then you can combine these two values. Alpha squared plus beta squared is nothing but alpha squared plus beta squared is nothing but alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So you can apply this value and combine this 4 alpha and 4 beta. You can get 4 common means alpha plus beta plus 4 alpha plus beta. Combine this constant term. What is the value? Plus 8 divided by alpha beta plus 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 4. Then you can apply the value. Here alpha plus beta is 7 by 2. So if you square, what you get? 49 by 4. Then 2 into alpha beta na 2 into 5 by 2 which is minus 10 by 2 because here sign is negative. Then plus 4 into 7 by 2 is 28 by 2. Then plus this I have multiple and divided with 2 times because other terms are into. Or else here itself you can multiple it with 4 means it can be changed into 32. Listen, in denominator all the denominators are same. I have taken that as common. Others will be added. Numerator, this only in 4, other terms are in 2. So how to multiply each and every term and divide each and every term with 2. So again you get the value 49 minus 20 plus 56 plus 32 whole divided by 4. Here 5 plus 14 plus 8 whole divided by 2. So now you can solve and get the value 117 divided by 4. Divide 27 by 2 can be written as changing the sign multiplication. 2 comes to the numerator and other value comes as denominator, that is 27. You can cancel in 2 table. So 117 into 1 is 117 divided by 2 into 27 is 54. So listen, what we have learned here means the relation between roots and coefficient of the quadratic equation. So we know the general formula for the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c which is equal to 0. Whether you can find the roots of the equation means you get one formula x that is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So that alpha is the positive term, beta is the negative term. Alpha which is equal to minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Beta which is minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So Using this we can find another formula, that is x square minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root, which is equal to 0. Sum of the root means you have to add these two, alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. The coefficient of x is b, coefficient of x squared is a. So alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta, which is the product of the root, that means constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. Alpha into beta, which is equal to c by a. For the first problem, how to find out? Each term will be as alpha plus beta and alpha beta. You can solve that one. For the second problem, they had given one equation. Using that, how to apply and find out some values. Listen to the page number 122, exercise number 3.14, third question. So what is the third question? The roots of the equation x squared plus 6x minus 4, which is equal to 0, are alpha comma beta. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are. So you have to find alpha squared and beta squared, then 2 by alpha and 2 by beta. At last alpha squared beta and beta squared alpha. So listen, in this question what you have to find? They given one equation with the root alpha and beta, and how to find another equation using the given root. Okay, so let us write the general form for the quadratic equation. X squared minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root, which is equal to 0. Now write the given equation. What is the given equation? X squared plus 6x minus 4, which is equal to 0. So compare this general form and the given equation. The general form, it contains negative, but in the given question it is positive. So you have to change the sign as minus into minus is plus. So you leave these minus. So what is the other term? Minus 6 is the coefficient of x. So sum of the term you can write alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus 6. Then product of the root is here plus sign. So this can be written as plus into minus. So minus 4 is our product. Alpha plus beta is minus 6. Alpha beta is minus 4. So now I am solving the second subdivision only. So look at the second subdivision. 2 by alpha plus 2 by beta. So both the denominators are different. Use the cross multiplication method. So 2 into beta is 2 beta. 2 into alpha is 2 alpha. In center this plus sign. So you can multiply the denominator alpha beta. So from these two terms I have taken 2 as common. What are the remaining terms? So here the remaining term is beta plus alpha, which can be arranged and written as alpha plus beta. Beta plus alpha is also called to be alpha plus beta. So divided by alpha beta. Here also divided by alpha beta. So you can write this to alpha plus, instead of alpha plus beta we can apply the value minus 6. Instead of this alpha beta, we can apply the value minus 4. So you can cancel this both minus and cancel in two table. 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Again you can cancel it to two table. 1 2s are 2, 3 2s are 6. So your final answer is 1 into 3 divided by 1, which is called to be 3. So you have find out that value for what? Sum you have find out. If this will be considered as alpha and this will be considered as beta. So alpha, beta you have find out. Next one, you have to find out the product value alpha into beta. In this question, alpha is 2 by alpha, beta is 2 by beta. So you can multiple now. Addition process is over. Now you have to multiple. So multiplying the numerator, 2 2s are 4. Denominator alpha into beta is alpha beta. 4 can be written as it is. Instead of this alpha beta, we can apply the value minus 4. So you have find out the cancelling. After cancelling this, 4 get cancelled 1. So 1 by minus 1 is called to be minus 1. Listen. So in the given question, they asked you, given you the one equation with the root and asked you to find the another equation using the given root. So here I am solving the second one only. So what are the root? What is here alpha and beta? Here alpha is 2 by alpha, beta is 2 by beta. So first you have to find root. Here x square minus sum of the root. What is sum of the root? Alpha plus beta. So you must add the two roots, and after the product of the root means you have to multiple the two roots. So if you are adding, the denominators are different, so you have to cross multiple. So if you cross multiplying 2 beta plus 2 alpha divided by alpha beta, 2 can be taken as common. What are the remaining term? Beta plus alpha. That beta plus alpha can be rewritten as alpha plus beta whole divided by 2 alpha, whole divided by alpha beta. Now you substitute the value. So what is alpha plus beta? Instead of alpha plus beta, you can apply minus 6. Instead of this alpha beta, you can apply minus 4. After cancelling this, you get the value 3. So sum will be find out. Then you have to find out the product value. So product means here alpha is 2 by alpha and beta is 2 by beta. Now you multiple these two values. 2 by alpha into 2 by beta. Numerator gets multiple and denominator gets multiple. 2 2s are 4 divided by alpha into beta. So substitute the value for alpha beta, that is minus 4. Cancelling you can get minus 1. This is our sum. This is our sum and this is our product. So you write the general formula first. What is our general formula? X squared minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root, which is equal to 0. So apply the known value. X squared minus, what is sum here? Here the sum value is 3. 3 into x. So here plus p. Plus p means here the product is minus 1. So plus into minus 1. Plus into minus is minus 1, which is equal to 0. So the required equation is x squared minus 3x minus 1, which is equal to 0. Whose roots are 2 by alpha and 2 by beta. X squared plus 6x minus 4, which is equal to 0, using the root alpha beta, and we have found out the equation, required equation, using this roots 2 by alpha and 2 by beta. Now listen to the fourth question. Everybody look at your page number 122, fourth question. So what is the fourth question? If alpha comma beta are the roots of 7x squared plus ax plus 2, which is equal to 0, and if beta minus alpha, which is equal to minus 13 by 7, find the value of a. So they given one equation with the roots alpha and beta. Then given one condition also, beta minus alpha, which is equal to minus 13 by 7. So write the given equation first. What is the given equation? 7x squared plus ax plus 2, which is equal to 0. So in this part you have considered that coefficient will be 7. So I have to change the coefficient as 1, means you have to divide throughout the equation with that 7. So dividing with 7. So 7 by 7 is 1, x squared plus a by 7 into x plus 2 by 7, which is equal to 0. They have given for this equation alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. So you can write that formula for alpha first. Alpha, which is equal to minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and beta, which is equal to minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Then given a condition also you can write here beta minus alpha, which is equal to minus 13 by 7. So apply this value now. So instead of this beta we can apply minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and here also 2a is the denominator, so we can take the 2a as common. You can write the numerator values only. So instead of this beta, minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac, in center it has minus, so put bracket and write the alpha value. What is the alpha value? Minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac. Both the denominators are same, so you can take the denominators common, 2a, which is equal to minus 13 by 7. Then you can multiple this negative sign throughout the value. So minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac, minus into minus is plus, b, minus into plus is minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So listen here, this first term can be written as it is minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac. So next term, how to multiple that minus to the other two terms. Minus into minus is plus b. So minus into plus is minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, which is equal to minus 13 by 7. Now listen to this part. So this minus b and plus b get cancelled. Minus b and plus b get cancelled. What are the remaining term? Minus square root of b square minus 4ac, and here also minus square root of b square minus 4ac. So both are in negative sign. So you have add that values. So what you get? Minus 2 into square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, which is equal to minus 13 divided by 7. So look here. Now for changing the square root, we have to take squaring on both sides. So minus 2 squared is 4. The square root and square get cancelled. B square minus 4ac. To apply this 2a, the whole squared is 4a squared, which is equal to minus 13 squared is minus 13 into minus 13. Minus minus get positive. 13 13s are 169 divided by 7 squared is 49. Now you apply the value for b, a and c. So using this one, we can find out the a, b, c value. Here x squared coefficient is 1. So here a is 1 and b is, what is our b? Coefficient of x, a by 7. Then c, which is equal to 2 by 7. Now you can apply the values. 4 into, instead of this b squared, you can apply the value of b. What is b? A by 7. A by 7 whole square minus 4 into, our a is 1 into c is 2 by 7 whole divided by 4 into 1 squared is 1, which is equal to 169 divided by 49. Then now you can cancel this numerator 4 and denominator 4. What are the remaining term? A by 7 whole square. You can apply the square. A square divided by 49 minus 4 into 1 into 2. 4 into 1, 4. 1 into 2 is 8. 8 by 7, which is equal to 169 by 49. Next listen. So here 49, here only 7. So you have to change this 7 as 49 means you have to multiple with 7. So here you are multiplying. In numerator also you have to multiple. So 8 sevens are 56. A square minus 56. Now here 49, 7 sevens are also 49. Take 49 as common, which is equal to 169 divided by 49. Now both have 49, cancel it. So what are the remaining term? A square minus 56, which is equal to 169. You need a square only. Change 56 to that side means it comes as positive. So 169 plus 56 is 225. So it can be written as a square, which is equal to 15 squared. So take square root on both sides. The square and square root get cancelled. The square and square root get cancelled. You can write this as plus or minus 15. A, which is equal to plus or minus 15. So listen carefully. In this question, they given one equation with the root alpha and beta. You have to find out the value for the a. So first of all, write the equation 7x square plus ax plus 2, which is equal to 0. Changing this coefficient into 1, you have to divide throughout the equation with 7. So x square plus a by 7 into x plus 2 by 7, which is equal to 0. They given one condition beta minus alpha, which is equal to minus 13 by 7. So you need the value for beta and alpha. So using the formula, you can write alpha, which is equal to minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and beta, which is equal to minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now apply these value. You can equate. After solving this, you can take square on both sides. Then you find out the value of a. Everybody look to the page number 122, sixth problem. So what is our sixth problem? If one root of the equation is 3x squared plus kx plus 81, which is equal to 0, Having real roots is the square of the other, then find k. One root of the equation. So one root of the equation is what? Is the square of the other. So you take first one root as alpha. You have to square the another root, means alpha have to get squared. So that is alpha square. I have given one equation 3x square plus kx plus 81 which is equal to 0 is had a one root which is the square of the another. So take one root as alpha, another root as alpha square. So here you have to change this coefficient as 1. So you have to divide the throughout the equation with 3. So if you divide it with 3, 3 by 3 is 1. X square plus k by 3 into x plus 81 by 3 which is equal to 0. Then let the roots be. Now we are taking the root as alpha and alpha square. So you have to sum the root. So what is sum which is alpha plus beta. Here alpha is alpha, beta is alpha square. So you have to apply in this function alpha plus alpha square which is equal to this b value. So in formula minus sum of the roots. So minus means you have to change these as minus into minus. So general format, comparing the general format, there is some minus and you have to consider this as minus k by 3. So sum of the root alpha plus alpha square which is equal to minus k by 3. Product of the root is what? Alpha into beta. Here our alpha is alpha but beta is alpha square. So alpha into alpha square which is equal to the term product of the root which is 81 by 3. Then you have to multiply this value. Multiplying this we get alpha cube. Then cancelling this we get 27. This 27 can be rewritten as 3 cube. So alpha cube equal to 3 cube. You can take cube root, means the cube root and cube value will be get cancelled. The remaining terms are alpha which is equal to 3. Now we will find out the value of one root. So you can substitute this value in this first equation. So substituting alpha equal to 3 means 3 plus 3 square which is equal to minus k by 3. 3 plus 3 square can be written as 9 which is equal to minus k by 3. 3 plus 9 is 12 which is equal to minus k by 3. So you have to cross multiple here. You need only the value of k. So cross multiplying 12 3s are 36. We need only the k value. So sign will be changed. Changed means k which is equal to minus 36. So listen carefully. What is your sixth problem? If one root of the equation is 3x squared plus kx plus 81 which is equal to 0 is square of the other. So take one root as alpha and other root as alpha square. So write the equation first. 3x squared plus kx plus 81 which is equal to 0. Divided with 3 you get the equation x squared plus k by 3x plus 81 by 3 which is equal to 0. So comparing to the general term x squared minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root which is equal to 0. In general formula here is minus but in our format we contain the plus c. So you have to change the plus sign as minus into minus. So if you are changing, what is our sum? Our sum is alpha plus beta. Here alpha plus alpha square which is equal to minus k by 3. Then product is alpha square which is equal to this value 81 by 3. Here we are finding the value of alpha and substituting the alpha value in the first equation. We are getting the solution for the k value. So listen, all go through the formulas and then you can solve your classwork homework regularly and submit in WhatsApp group. Thank you students.